Well, good morning. I'm not sure if anybody's on here yet. This is my first time getting the opportunity to do a live post on Facebook. Wait a minute, I'm seeing numbers. This is a good thing. I'm learning something new every day. Technology is not necessarily my best friend. I learn a lot from my own kids, to be quite honest with you. Welcome. I tried this a few weeks ago. But there were some technological issues going on with the phone. There was an update that needed to be done. I think that was explained. So this is actually a great opportunity for me. I've been looking forward to it. So welcome to Fired Up to Read. Today's book is called Firetruck versus Dragon. Now this is pretty cool. This was actually donated or given to us to use by one of our assistant chiefs, Mike Donaway. His a good friend of his let us borrow this book. I thought it was pretty cool since I happen to like both fire trucks and dragons. So I did not know that a book actually existed that combined both. It's a book by Chris Barton, and it has some pretty cool pictures in it as well. So without further ado, I'll get started because the numbers have jumped up pretty quick. So, it might surprise you that a fire truck and a dragon can in fact be good friends. And I don't know how well I can get the picture in there, but there's a blue dragon and a red fire truck. To me, that seems kind of odd since a dragon breathes fire and a fire truck puts out fire. But the fire truck says, we get along great. Why wouldn't we? That's a good question. I know, right? I mean, what are dragons really good for? It's sort of obvious. It's completely obvious. And what are fire trucks really, really, really good at? Put the two of us together and you can guess why. Everyone loves having us at campfires. I love campfires. You can see the marshmallows. The only thing they're missing here is the chocolate to make the s'mores. I just had some of them this past weekend with my family. Then, under the midnight moon, a fearsome forest creature appeared. I really don't think that looks like a rabbit. I don't think that looks too fearsome. I get the feeling they might be thinking of something else we're good at. These kids over here wondering what's going on. Gotcha, says the fire truck. And that's why everyone loves having us at barbecues and cookouts. I prepared some free-range potato salad. I don't really like potato salad. Hey, it's my famous Firehouse beans. I do like Firehouse beans, though. There's some pictures there of the cookout. This book is kind of big. I wonder if they were actually thinking of the other things we're really good at. Obviously, and that's why we always get invited to birthday parties. I don't know if I'd let the dragon at my birthday party. I might burn my cake down. For our special talents, our extra special ones, blindfolding the piñata hitters and spinning them around. So now they got a piñata, they're spinning it around, they're trying to hit it. Look, everyone, candy. And the dragon took his tail and broke the piñata, and candy's everywhere. Well, you all can see that. I have to say, I was really expecting more enthusiasm for our respective skills. Yeah, and for the candy. Is there something more they want to see from us? Something in particular? Well, you're great at welding. You can see the dragon is trying to weld there. I don't know if I've ever seen that. That's interesting. And no one is more fun than you at a water park. I would imagine so. Firetruck would be pretty good at a water park. Spray water everywhere. Get you near some fireworks and watch out. There's a dragon near the fireworks. That probably wouldn't be a good idea. On hot summer days, we're all glad to have your snow cones. There's the fire truck down there. And on cold winter nights, you're the best. Yeah, I guess the dragon would be pretty good at that. Wait, do you think they'd be interested in that new thing we've been doing? I wonder what that is. What that is. Let's see. Oh yeah, where the two of us go head to head, facing off. Firetruck versus dragon. Who would win? Why didn't we think of this sooner? 1, 2. I don't know what's gonna happen. 3. They're facing each other. Look at the red eyes of the fire truck. Looks like he's getting mad. I don't know what's gonna happen. Boy, they're still having a stare down. Ha! I really thought that was a staring contest would be a crowd pleaser. Maybe it just takes practice. Maybe we can try again tomorrow. You bet. Until then. So it was just a staring contest. Good night, fire truck. Wow, look at dragon breathing that out. Must be pretty hot. Oh, look, the fire truck. Fire truck got him back. Good night, dragon. He put the fire out. See that? Spraying the water. Oh. Oh, that's nothing. You should see how we say good morning. Boy, if that was good night, I wouldn't want to see good morning. The end. All right. Well, let's see. What do we got on here? Glad to see you guys do this. Hi, Trevor. How you doing? Oh, the tower. Oh, the tower. It's out in the engine bay right now. It was actually getting washed just a little bit ago. Any other questions? I hope you liked the book. Hi, Travis. Hi, Henry. Ages 5 and 3. I hope you enjoyed that book. Actually, you know what? I actually have another book. Hold on. I do have another book. Hi, Crown. How you doing? Hi, Dalton. Yeah, engine 16.1. That's a nice engine. That's from Dalton. He likes that engine, apparently. All right, my other book I got here, if everybody's got some time, hope you guys can hang in there. Curious George and the Firefighters. Curious George and the Firefighters. When I grew up, I loved Curious George. It was one of my favorite books. Favorite series, actually. All right. This is George. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. Today, George and his friends, the man with the yellow hat, joined Miss Gray and her class on their field trip to the fire station. See them all getting ready to go to the fire station there? There's George's friend. There's George. They're at fire station number 3. The fire chief was waiting for them right next to a big red fire truck. "Welcome," he said, and he led everyone upstairs to begin their tour. There was a kitchen with a big table, and there were snacks for everyone. The fire chief told them all about being a firefighter. George tried hard to pay attention, but there were so many things for a little monkey to explore, like that shiny silver pole in the corner. Where did that pole go? George was curious. So if you can see, there's the pole, there's George, he's looking at it. Fire chief back there trying to give the tour. Why? It went back downstairs. There was the great big fire truck. There was a map of the city, and there was a whole wall full of coats and hats and big black boots. George had an idea. First, he stepped into a pair of boots. Next, he picked out a helmet. And finally, George put on a jacket. He was now a firefighter. Suddenly, bring! Uh-oh, must be an alarm. The firefighters all rushed in. "This is not my helmet," said one. "My boots are too big," said another. "Hurry, hurry," called the fire chief. A bright red light on the map of the city told him just where the fire was. There was no time to waste. One by one, the firefighters jumped into the fire truck, and so did George. He's getting ready to get a ride. Look, there he is, all the firemen jumping on. The fire truck with all the firefighters sped out of the firehouse, and so did George. The siren screamed and the lights flashed. The truck turned right, then turned left. Woo, woo, woo went the whistle, and George held on tight. I didn't do a very good job with the whistle thing. Soon, the fire truck and all the firefighters pulled up to a pizza parlor on Main Street. Smoke was coming out of a window in the back, and a crowd was gathering in the street. "Thank goodness you're here," cried the cook. So there's the smoke right there. Fire truck's there now. The firefighters rushed off the truck and started unwinding their hoses. They knew just what to do. And George was ready to help. He climbed up on the hose reel. There he is right there, helping the firefighters take the hose off. One of the firefighters saw George trying to help, and he took George by the arm and led him out of the way. "A fire is no place for a monkey," he said to George. "You stay here where it's safe." George felt terrible. George sat on the bench and looked around. Next to him on the ground was a bucket full of balls. George reached in and took one out. It fit his hand just right, like the apple he'd had for a snack. There's George eating. A little girl was watching George. He tried to give her the ball, but he was too frightened. George took another ball and another. "Look," a boy said, "that monkey is juggling." He's juggling the balls there. The boy took a ball from the cage and tossed it to George, but it went too high. George climbed up onto the fire truck to get it. Now George had 4 balls to juggle. He threw the balls higher and higher. He juggled with his hands. He juggled with his feet. He could do all kinds of tricks. He's everywhere. He's on top of the fire truck and everything. Juggling. Look at that. The boy threw another ball to George. George threw a ball back to the boy. The little girl reached down and picked up a ball too. Soon, all the children were throwing and catching, back and forth. The fire chief came to tell everyone that the fire was out. Just then, the little girl laughed and said, "Look, Mommy, a fire monkey." "Hey," called the fire chief, "what are you doing up there?" "What a wonderful idea," the little girl's mother said to the fire chief, "bringing this brave little monkey to help children when they're frightened." "Oh," the fire chief said. "Well, thank you." See, George up there, fire chief. Before long, the fire truck was back at the firehouse, where a familiar voice called, "George?" It was the man with the yellow hat. "This little monkey had quite an adventure," said one of the firefighters. "Is everyone all right?" asked Miss Gray. "Yes, it was just a small fire," said the fire chief, "and George was a big help." Now the field trip was coming to an end, but there was one more treat in store. Wonder what that could be. All the children got to take a ride around the neighborhood on the shiny red fire truck, and they each got their very own fire helmet, even George, and it was just the right size for a brave little monkey. The end. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that book too. Yeah, real fire trucks are definitely red. That's pretty good. That's a good observation. Anybody else out there have any questions? Yeah, no problem. No problem. You're welcome for the extra book. Absolutely. Alrighty, I don't see any more questions coming up. Guys, I thank you all for coming today. We'll be back here next week. You're welcome, Miss Brumley. We'll be back here next week, same time, same channel. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jake. You're welcome, Miss Twig. Alright, guys, you be safe, and you guys have a good day. Okay? See you later.